Well, speaking about breakdown of relationships, shall we chat about Davide and Ekin-Su?
Desperate to hear about this, yes.
So, obviously we know that Davide and Ekin, it was always very rocky. They split up in January, finally calling time on that. And up until now, things had been like fairly cordial. They'd sort of said that they respected each other. Davide out in Dubai, living the high life, doing what men tend to do after breakups. Women too, but let's say, the sports cars, the women, all of that sort of stuff.
I'm absolutely fine. I don't care about this.
I'm fine. And then Ekin went into Celebrity Big Brother. And we had a story in The Sun just last week about how Davide was really unhappy about this because he really wanted to go on to Celebrity Big Brother. He'd been really trying to get a meeting with ITV and they just snubbed him because they always wanted Ekin. So obviously, that made it even worse that she was going in there looking so stunning in that white dress, the Hollywood waves. And Davide's out in Dubai, and we have received a video in from a Sun reader who met Davide on that night in Dubai, and it's Davide's reaction to Ekin and everything that's gone on. And let's just say he's not held back. Now, we're going to play the video for you now, and read into this what you will. Everybody certainly laughs after he makes the comment. So you could say it's bitter. You could say he's joking. Have a little watch and see what you think. But this is Davide revealing how he feels about Ekin-Su going into Celebrity Big Brother. A source close to Davide told The Sun, Davide has understandably been going through a tough period recently and not been feeling his normal self. He's been trying his best to put a brave face on and get back to the fun Davide that everyone knows and loves by going out socialising more and focusing on his fitness to help with his mental health. While on an evening out with friends, a group of people he had never met before began to harass him with questions about his ex-partner, resulting in him attempting a tongue-in-cheek remark to brush it off. He knows he shouldn't use language like this, even if it is in retaliation to other unkind words, and will try to walk away from situations in the future.
Are you team Ekin-Su or team Davide?
I'm team love.
Okay, just because you wear the shirt, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that
Oh,
you have to...
no. Well, I think it's clear that both of them are very hurt by the situation.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, she's going on about it so much. She manages, this is every girl in every breakup, I feel, that you manage to turn the conversation back to her heartbreak or her breakup. It's that she's just really reveling in it.
Yeah.
And she wants to talk, and that's when that you are the most hurt.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And they're both definitely dealing with it in their own ways. And while Davide's way currently feels the most toxic, arguably,
Ooh.
throwing
the toxic word out
well,
there.
I mean, look, if you're going out and living the high life, you maybe sort of make decisions you don't necessarily agree with the next day, and it's a very difficult one. So
yeah.
Look, that's why I think it's important for you guys to watch that and sort of see what you think yourselves.
And I do think that with Davide, he's kind of that as a relationship has gone on, she's become more successful than him, and I do think that there are certain situations with relationships like that where there can be jealousy, and obviously there shouldn't be. You should be a team and helping each other and being pleased with the other person. But there does feel a bit of a shift where Davide's maybe not gone on to do the things that he was expecting to do. Whereas Ekin, she's just never been off TV. She was doing Dancing on Ice, The Traitors US.
Yeah.
She's now in Celebrity Big Brother. Whereas Davide was posting pictures of him at the airport while everyone was going to All Stars, and then not going into All Stars.
Yeah.
That's kind of what he was up to.
Yeah.
Poor Davide.
Oh no. Anyway, so someone that does know Ekin away from the telly is Lauren Guja.
Yeah.
So she chats to us, hasn't she, all about being neighbours with Ekin.
Yeah.
And what she thinks about the fact that people think that her and Nikita could have a house
Not just
romance.
people, Felicity. Louis Walsh.
Louis Walsh needs to have a little chat with Paul Bronson, I think. Our fave dating coach
It needs
expert.
to be a guest appearance on that, I think.
Louis done that thing where, I don't know if you've got someone like this in your life, but honestly, my mum, if there was any attractive man in the room and I was single, would be like, he's nice. And you know, when you're like...
That's all that there is in common, that you're both single.
And of sort of an appropriate age. And it feels like Louis's gone.
Yeah.
That's a boy and a girl romance. Hasn't he?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't really personally see Ekin-Su and Nikita happening, but let's see what Lauren thinks about it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I know Ekin, she's my neighbour. So I speak to her anyway. So I knew all that. I knew she was going in, and I knew about her breakup and stuff. But I feel like good for her. Let her do her. She needs it. It's work as well at the end of the day. And this might do her good. You know, give her that confidence. She's Ekin in her own right. Do you know what I mean? So it's nice when you come to Love Island, you come out as a couple, and you kind of probably lose your own identity. So her doing this, she's doing all her own shows now. So she's getting her own name rather than being known from Love Island with a couple.
What's she like away from the cameras?
She's really sweet. She went to my school. I don't remember her. I'm older, but she went to my school. And she's just a really nice girl. I know people that she knows.
Yeah.
And she just seems quite sweet. When she moved in, she was like, text me, we've got a spare charger, and I popped over to say hello, and we've got each other like there. If we need each other, we've got each other where we live. It's quite funny.
Yeah, she seems quite lonely. She said like she doesn't have many friends, and she, you know, like she said.
I do. She does say that, but she's such a nice girl. I wouldn't know why. Like, I have never seen a bad side, and I wish I'd want her to win, really. For the Essex girls.
Exactly. And I think, you know, she has been through a bit of a tough time, hasn't she?
Anyone that goes through a breakup, especially the public eye, it does take a toll. Going for a breakup anyway, can you imagine doing it? That's what you're known from, the show, and then you break up and everyone's talking about it, and then you're paranoid. And so I think she's going to hopefully show who she really is. I think at the minute she's a little bit vulnerable.
I was going to ask you actually on the topic of Ekin-Su, just going back. Louis said last night he sensed potentially a romantic connection between Nikita and Ekin-Su. Knowing Ekin-Su and being her neighbour, could you see something happening there?
Well, I doubt it. I doubt that then. I don't think it's going to go on television and form a relationship. I don't know if she's ready for that. She's not spoke about it. So I don't really think it's a shame. I actually was sitting there with my mum watching everyone go in. And I was like, I really hope there's a young, hot guy that goes in for Ekin. They didn't put anyone in, did they? Normally, back in the day, the original Big Brother, it was all relationships and like forming and like young people and all that going off, especially with the alcohol. But this one, they haven't put anyone in. There's more people going in. I'd love to see that.
There could be a twist, couldn't there? I mean, people have gone in relationships in the outside world and formed connections in there. I remember Sarah Harding, God rest her soul, for Chad, didn't she, when she was with someone on the outside? And you know, it does happen.
We had people, didn't you? You do look back now, years and years ago. There was loads have gone on. With couples like Lee from Blue. That triangle, Stephen Bear and Chloe. It happens, doesn't it? But this time they just haven't really. Oh, it's gone really dark. They haven't put anyone in.
And is Ekin-Su not really the kind of girl that will go for someone who'd have a girlfriend on the outside?
I doubt it.
Yeah,
I doubt it very much. I don't even think she's going in there for that. I think this is a career move. It's an experience. She's been offered it. Why wouldn't she do it? Again, she's new to the industry. She's got to do these big shows, and that's what we did back in the day.